My name is Susan Hunt.
I'm Jim Willig, and we're in Venetian Vale. So right now, we're based in Sacramento, but we're actually about to move to Portland. Gothy stuff. It's gothy, but it also maintains a lot of like the ambient music sort of thing that we started out doing, and we kind of like made a big move towards metal with one of our other bands, and then kind of back towards ambient, and so it's very free flowing cosmic darkness or something.
Welcome back to Stinger Sound Sessions. Today, I'm joined by Venetian Vale, a Sacramento cosmic goth duo. Close your eyes, lie down, and let the lush soundscapes and ethereal vocals carry you through this sonic voyage.
It's kind of it's a result of us playing music together for quite a few years now. We've been playing music together in projects, just the two of us, since 2007, and started out with more ambient sort of sound texture exploration, and we've kind of evolved over the last several years into the Venetian Veil project, which started in 2010.
A lot of our influences, we're not limited just to the goth stuff, but like as far as gothic stuff, like Dead Can Dance, the more ethereal side of it, I think, is really, I mean, everyone loves Joy Division and stuff too, but
There's a lot of
Yeah.
The Cure, and especially in a lot of his
Yeah.
guitar playing as well, I would say.
yeah, early Dead Can Dance, The Cure, and then we have some more like kind of off the beaten path stuff, which is where the kind of more experimentation, we like Coil a lot. Some of the Kosmicha, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, it's German, like German bands like Tangerine Dream, Popelvuh, that were like, sort of came out of psychedelic music but moved towards more of a new age style. Like those are big influence on us as well. So sometimes we refer to our music as Gothic Kosmicha, but I apologize if you speak German and I'm butchering the pronunciation because I only seen it written.
In the night, in the dark. In the night, in the dark.
we've been here for a lot of, for quite a few changes, and a lot of venues coming and going, but there have always been a lot of DIY spaces, more underground spaces, in addition to just sort of the larger places where bigger touring bands will come play. There's always been something going on with the local music scene and with people, and for a lot of years now, we've played shows at the Cafe Colonial. They're still a real big hub for music and have been for a few years now. There's a lot of people dedicated to making music happen, even though the last few years have definitely probably tried everyone's patience and made it harder to keep a venue open, you know.
But as far as bands go, there's a lot of really great bands. I mean, we've, floated around so much in this kind of never really being a band that fit into any one particular genre. We have a lot of friends who play metal. We have a lot of, friends in the noise scene. There's a really cool, small but cool noise scene here, which is kind of where we started out. And then there's also a pretty a strong and growing goth scene. Like it used to be like a lot of the goth folks we knew would just go to clubs and dance, but there's a lot more bands and like live bands rolling through, which always appealed to me more than like dancing. Yeah, Sacramento is actually a cool place with a lot of very invested people.
There is as much space outside the human, proportionately, as inside. Stars, moons, and planets remind us of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Is there a bigger being walking with all the stars within?
One thing that I always try and like think of when we're writing music and performing it is kind of counterintuitive to the way a lot of people think of performing music, I think. But I'm always thinking of like, if I could get someone to close their eyes while they're listening to this and think of anything but people playing music. You know, think of clouds or trees, you know, an oil lamp flickering in a, you know, in a foggy like lighthouse window or something, you know. I don't know, just, it sounds goofy, but that's what I'm always thinking about. Yeah, just overdub me
Little
saying,
asterisk,
yeah. Overdub a very stern German voice pronouncing it correctly over my mouth. Gothic.
Cosmation.